I've always found video game box art to be very intriguing. I mean, whenever you go down to your local Walmart to pick up a new game, the first thing that'll stick out to you will be the front cover. It's kind of like a magazine. Like, I'm not going to pick up the latest issue of People magazine unless there's something about the royal family on the cover. Do I look like a fool? The box art is a very integral part of a game as a whole. I mean, you don't just see me admiring the fine art that is Hot Wheels' world's best driver unless I actually cared about it. And this thing is art. But what makes certain box art so good? Well, I've devised 3 attributes that make the box art of a game that much better than the rest of the competition. 1. It should reflect what the game's about. Whether this is gameplay, the theme, setting, or a mix of all, you want the consumer to know what the game's about, rather than guy holding a gun behind a blank background. 2. The game should be intriguing to players. So, you've established what the game's like. Now we need to grab the attention of any innocent moms shopping for their screaming 5-year-old in the clearance section of Walmart. And nothing piques the interest of a consumer than something intriguing. Make the box art pop out from the rest, stand out a little. And finally, it should be artistic in some way. This is why I believe most of these bearded man holding a gun games don't work, because casuals can't differentiate them from the rest because they all look the same to the most inexperienced consumers. Add something unique to the box to give it that little extra spice and flair. So that's enough explaining. Let's get into the video. So first we have my physical pain. This literally looks like what the dentist office would be if it was a game. So this is Nintendo. He's always happy, bubbly, and colorful. And now all of a sudden he's just chrome. I'm going to try to not rant about this box art for too long, but I just despise it. It has nothing to do with the actual game. You can't even tell what the game is about. It's just Mario and Luigi playing the game. Where's the game? Where is it, Nintendo? It doesn't reflect what the game's about. It's not all that intriguing. It's just white. And I guess it's kind of artistic. It's got that Nintendo cartoony art style, but I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10 at the very most. I just hate this so much. Let's move on to a better Mario Kart box art. Now, we're gonna move my Double Dash biases aside, but yes, this is the best Mario Kart box art to ever exist. It's perfect. It's colorful, bright, shows exactly the main gimmick of the game, being that you can have 2 racers in one kart. Luigi's hat is backwards. Come on! But let's stray away from Mario Kart for a little bit with our next game, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is a unique game and where anything can happen. Quite literally, anything can happen. And this box art definitely reflects that. Link looking out over an expansive world, ready to explore, secrets to be unturned. And the fact that they just ripped off the opening scene from the game where it shows all of Hyrule sprawled out in front of you might seem like a cheap thing in concept, but when it's executed like this, it's breathtaking. Okay, that's enough praise for one video, back to bullying Mario again. You know, Mario 3D All-Stars was a cash grab and a ripoff to most people, but hey, at least they continued with that theme in the box art. Seriously, this looks like a fan mock-up that was made in Photoshop 5 years ago. Like, how did this get past the board? I'm sorry, I was just looking at it. I guess I'll give it points for reflecting what the games are about, and I guess it's artistic, but come on, this is just so lame. 5 out of 10. The next game I'm gonna pitch to you is the game about exploration. It's about traveling far and wide and discovering new things. Maybe even stopping down a local crime syndicate or 2. I don't know. So, based on that description, what would you think the box art would be like for this game? Maybe something akin to Breath of the Wild. Open, vast, ready to explore. No, it's just what? Look, I love Pokemon games. I grew up on Pokemon games, but I just never really liked the box art of these games. It's always the same thing. Legendary Pokemon integral to the story behind color. Honestly, the fact that Pokemon, despite being about evolution, refuses to evolve is pretty vocal through its box art as well. The box art of these games have stayed the same over decades. Game Freak struck gold with Pokemon. It is iconic, and you might argue that the box art is integral to the series, but spin-offs seem to be doing just fine, so why not mix it up a little bit? Game Freak is just trying to bait those Gen 1ers back into the new series by saying, hey, so you guys like Pokemon Red and Blue, right?
Yeah?
Well, we made that. But again. Now you might just say, oh, this guy's just complaining. He's just whining. But I'm a Pokemon fan. That's what we're supposed to do. So, how would I make a Pokemon box art? Well, first off, ditch the color and legendary. If I were to make a Pokemon box art, let's say of the upcoming Pokemon Legends Arceus. Let's make it like Breath of the Wild. Use that opening shot of Mount Coronet as the box art. Slap the logo on there. There you go. Much better than Arceus behind yellow. We're starting to get into a rhythm here, so let's talk about a box art that I actually do really like, that being Mario Odyssey. Now, if you watched the video up to this point, you probably think, oh, this guy really hates Mario. And no, I'm not Nintendo. I'm not going to kill him on March 31st. But I am going to praise him, because Mario Odyssey's box art is phenomenal. The game's about traveling to new places, collecting items, and making memories, and this is exactly what the box art portrays. Mario, throwing Cappy towards you, while behind him are photos taken by a camera of different locations throughout the game. It really brings together that global scale this game has. The fact that you're going all around the globe to track down Princess Peach. It's ingenious, and it's no wonder that Odyssey sold as well as it did. Hey, this is editing Q-tips, and I was just looking through some analytics, and I just thought that this was really funny. I'm not even trying to like say, hey, you should subscribe, just like... I just thought this was funny. Subscribe or not, I don't really care. Contain yourself. Don't let your biases get in front of you. Okay, this game's box art is so good, please. I love Animal Crossing so much. Oh! Come on. You're expecting this. Is it really a Q-tips video without something related to Animal Crossing? Come on. Okay, but for real now. I'm actually pretty unimpressed with this box art. That's not to say that it's good. It's just sort of, well, it's Animal Crossing. It's simple. It's nothing incredible or mind-boggling. It's Animal Crossing, and I think it suits it. I don't have any problems with it. I don't have any strong hatred for it. I just think it's pretty neat. 8 out of 10. So, I decide that my opinion is invalid, so I'm gonna go out into the streets and ask random people what their opinion on these box arts are. Oh hey, can you tell me what you think about this?